damn phones. Babylons can't crack the code.
This is B-MoneyTrading. Gonna give a quick update. Been really swamped lately. Gonna set the timer for 5 minutes. Try and keep this short. So here we go. I was trying to get on Thinkorswim platform. It's not wanting to log me in, and I don't want to reset my password until tomorrow, because sometimes it just acts funny like that, and they're updating the system or doing something to it. So if it didn't let me log in tomorrow morning, then I'll reset my password. But with that said, so Ford had earnings. It got some momentum. You can see I had $9 call. It's up, so I'm up on that. 11 bucks, which is, if you look at the percentage of total return, it's 73.33%, which 11 bucks is not much, but what did I buy this for? 15 bucks, so not bad for $15. Be even better if I could double my money and get 100% return. But with that said, so the stock's up close to 9. Hopefully continues that momentum tomorrow. And I only have 8 shares, but I'm up $4.18, which 6.18%. Like I said, it's not a whole lot, but if I can get that on average across the board on all my investments on a regular basis, then that's going to compound on top of what I add on my account each week, and that's the goal, is just to compound it, to build up to get over that 25K. And then with that said, some of the other ones aren't doing so hot. I've been keeping an eye on this, ACB, Aurora, Cannabis, and I'm in with the average of 763 with 20 shares. It's making up at this point a little over 13% of my portfolio, which is a little high. But tomorrow I'll plan on buying some more stock. I'm looking at a few candidates, and I'll keep you updated on those. You can see I'm down a little over 7% on this return. I believe though that it's going to sit around this level for a little bit, and then eventually it's going to take off. You can see the average price it was at, and people say, well, you missed the peak, you missed everyone going out on it and buying what they could. You missed your opportunity. And for me, the fact that I didn't buy it at any time around this point, that I waited, and now I'm getting in down here, is giving me ample opportunity, because it's as a long-term trade, it's only going to go up over time. And so I'm holding this and CGC. They're both underperforming my expectations, to be honest, as well as TQQ. I'd expected this to go up. We got oil that's starting to rise. But anyhow, just trying to give you a quick update. I've added to my account. And so you can see at one point I wasn't down that much for the day, but we're looking at over the course of time. We're not trying to day trade unless there's like a great opportunity that we bought some stock for super cheap and it's over double what I paid for it. Then yeah, we would go ahead and day trade that. But with that said, initially the strategy is what I would call short-term investing. Buying good companies right now. There's a lot of them for low price that have no bad news on them, but they're just down because the overall market's down. And so if I can accumulate and load up on those for now, even if the market continues to sell off little by little over the course of time, accumulating that here within the next hopefully 2 months. Within 2 months, it'll be back up. If not, then 6 months. But history has shown me. I really wish I could pull up Thinkorswim right now. I'm about to run out of time. I'm about to hit 5 minutes now. I'll do this real quick and then call it a night, and I'll post up tomorrow. So this is the SPY. For like the 1 year, this is horrible charting. But you can see back here in January we were up at a peak, and then we had this major sell-off in February, and we're down here. And so people were thinking like, this is it. We're going into bear market, and there's no way. And you can see it took some. It made a good comeback, and sold off again, and then came back up and started making new highs. And now we got this major sell-off again. And so basically, I stayed out. I wasn't doing this strategy at this time. I was still doing the day trading, and up 500, down 200, up 600, down 800. But overall, I would be consistently making money, but eventually I would get hit one good time and it'd knock out all of what I worked for the past month. Would just be gone. And so a lot of people like to do that fast trading and all that, and if that's your style of trading, that's your style of trading. But for me, it just wasn't working for me. And so I had to take a look and say, 6 months from now, a year from now, like, where am I going to be at if I keep trading like this? And so I had to make some changes. And so that's, where I've started doing now. And you can see here, back to what I was talking about, you can see here, if people would just would have bought and held, and that's what it talks about. Some of the greatest traders talk about just being patient. And if you were here and you were patient, then and let's be honest, once you made an X amount, you probably would have started selling off little by little, but the fact was everyone was like, we're going to the bear market, and you see it came back, and there's great opportunity. And so I see this as a point of opportunity, it being way down here. Once the elections pass by, then I see it making its comeback. We got earnings coming out this week. We got the jobs report. We got Apple earnings coming out, I believe, Friday. And so a lot of people will be keeping a close eye to see how it performs. Me, I'm diversifying my portfolio, so regardless how it does, overall, if it does take a nosedive, I shouldn't take that big of a loss, to the point that I can hold on to what I have and keep accumulating slowly over the period of time, and just playing it day by day how the market's acting. And so anyhow, with that said, I'm still working on some things. I'm working on a Facebook page, so that trying to create a group that has some quality traders in it. I'm not looking for quantity. I'm not looking for a whole bunch of people posting, help me, what do I do? I'm down X amount of money. I bought all these shares. I don't know what to do. Or, I applaud them for being brave and have enough courage to ask for help. But I think a lot of people on there with experience are looking for something more subtle, that's more, type of mature traders that have been around for a while, and aren't really to the point they want to invest in being part of a chat group. But if they could get on a free platform and chat with other good quality traders, then I think that's the ideal. And so that's what I'm striving for, is creating this Facebook page for, and being real strict about who because it's a what'd you call locked, or not just anybody can join. It has to be approved. And so that's, and I'll keep y'all posted on how that's going as well. But and then we're gonna have some merch for the new members that come on board. And basically it's just a matter of just trying to grow and create some quality traders, as well as improve my own trading, and kind of get a group of good quality traders together that are beyond the beginner point, but haven't met the expert point, or whatever you want to call it. Anyhow, with that said, I'm gonna go ahead and shut it down. It's been way over 5 minutes, but we will see how the market opens up tomorrow, and then see how it carries on throughout the day. And so with that said, I'll see you all in the morning. I'm gonna call it a night. Have a good night, and I'll see you all tomorrow.